The steel cables above this elevator are humming, a deep, resonant thrum of massive electrical current. But this elevator isn't on any map of the National Archives. It shouldn't exist. And from the other side of these doors, I hear something breathing. For 2 years, my project has been digitizing the original 1930s architectural plans. I'm an archivist, not some thrill seeker. But the modern LiDAR scans showed a void right here, a dead space corridor where there should only be solid limestone foundation. My frequency tool whines, then clicks. The mag locks on the heavy steel service door disengage with a sigh of pneumatics. The air that hits me isn't the familiar, dry scent of archival paper and dust. It's heavy, metallic, like the air after a lightning strike. The smell of ionized ozone. And there it is. The elevator car sits waiting, its brass control panel polished to a mirror shine. The floor indicators aren't numbers. They are a series of unlabeled symbols, descending far past the bedrock level. If stories like this keep you up at night, subscribe to The Hollow Hour, a new one every week. I step inside. The doors slide shut with a perfect, soundless seal. My finger hesitates over the lowest symbol, then presses. There is no lurch, no vibration, just a smooth, impossible descent. The depth gauge on my wrist bypasses sublevel 3, the public record vaults. It bypasses the subterranean parking. Then, a rhythmic scratching begins, echoing through the shaft walls. It's faint at first, then clearer, a metallic scraping that seems to sync with the frantic rhythm of my own pulse. My comm unit crackles once, then goes dead. Total radio silence. The temperature display on my wrist plummets as we pass the Zone 4 security perimeter, a level I've only ever read about in classified documents. The elevator stops. The air that greets me is cold and pressurized, hissing from vintage life support systems lining the hallway. Thick, insulated cooling pipes run along the ceiling, frosted over and humming with power. This isn't a storage area, it's a laboratory. At the end of the short hall is a single, massive observation window, 3 inches of reinforced glass, looking into a chamber of absolute black. But it's not empty. I can see thick, gray particulate matter suspended in the dark, swirling slowly as if disturbed, and I can feel a low-frequency hum vibrating up through the soles of my boots. A power draw immense enough to run a city block, all focused on this one room. This is a biological containment unit. My Geiger counter suddenly screams. Red lights flash across the observation glass, triggered by my presence. A klaxon begins to blare, echoing in the confined space. From behind the glass, the slow, rhythmic breathing changes. It becomes a wet, guttural clicking. Automated security. I have to get something. Anything. I rip a diagnostic panel from the wall, its screen flickering with unreadable code, and sprint back to the elevator. And the massive steel doors at the top of the shaft are already grinding shut. The sound isn't what stops me. It's the sharp crack against the observation glass behind me, followed by another,